T-minus 9 minutes, 7 seconds. Here's a look right now at the weather radar picture here in East Central Florida. The rainfall has stopped here at Cape Canaveral. So that's a good sign. However, the cloud cover overhead may still continue to be an issue. The weather team will be monitoring the electrical potential in those clouds to make a final decision on whether the cloud conditions meet the launch weather criteria tonight. T-minus 8 minutes and 40 seconds. So here's a look at the radar picture. You see the heaviest activity well off to the south. Currently no rain falling here locally at Kennedy Space Center. The countdown is approaching T-minus 8 minutes. For those of you who have contributed tonight in Super Chat, we really appreciate your support. The next milestone in the countdown will be at T-minus 7 minutes when the engine chill down should get underway on the first stage engines. The 9 Merlin engines on the bottom of the first stage will be thermally conditioned for flight. This involves flowing a little bit of super cold liquid oxygen propellant.
Nice launch trajectory countdown net. Pad is clear.
10, 9, 8.
Launch auto sequence
7,
has started.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go for launch.
Vehicle is supersonic.
Stage separation confirmed. Dragon, separation confirmed.
Stage 1 is transonic. Landing legs have deployed. And Falcon 9 has landed.
Good evening. My name is Kate Tice, and I'm the Quality Systems Engineering Manager here at SpaceX. Thanks for tuning in as we attempt our 180th overall SpaceX launch, set to lift off with 54 Starlink satellites from Florida's Space Launch Complex 40, which you see there on your screen. If you've been following along with our launch schedule, you'll know lightning and poor weather forced us to stand down from 3 other launch attempts this week. The weather officer once again held a briefing around T-minus 40 minutes and indicated that we're currently at a 60% chance of violating launch criteria tonight. However, that is an improvement over the 90% chance of violation we were given yesterday. All of that being said, we are currently no-go on weather, but we do plan to run the clock down to T-minus 30 seconds to see if those conditions can clear up in time. The teams are currently tracking no issues with Falcon 9 or the spacecraft, and the range is green for launch, and we are proceeding with a T0 of 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time. With liftoff in just 4 minutes from now, we are standing by for TE retraction. And there we just heard the call out that TE retraction is beginning now. Those clamp arms at the base of the fairing have already opened. Falcon 9 is underway with propellant load, which began at T-minus 35 minutes. RP1, or our rocket grade kerosene, is complete already on both the first and second stage. LOX loading is still underway on both stages. First stage will wrap up in just about 20 seconds from now, and second stage will wrap up its LOX load around T-minus 2 minutes.
Stage 1 Pogo. Stage 1 LOX load complete.
And there we just heard the call out that LOX load is complete on first stage. So the first stage is now fully loaded with RP1 and LOX, and we are awaiting completion of LOX load on the second stage, which will wrap up in about 30 seconds.
Launch director in the countdown net. We're continuing the count. At this time, we've received our last weather update indicating the weather will be no-go through T0. We'll continue until just below T-minus 1 minute, at which point we'll end the attempt.
So there we just heard the launch director reiterating that weather conditions are still currently no-go, but we intend to run the clock down in an attempt to
Stage 2 LOX load complete.
once again thread the needle. And there we just heard the call out that LOX load is complete on stage 2. So at this point in time, Falcon 9 is now fully loaded with 1 million pounds of fuel and liquid oxygen.
Hold.
Launch abort auto is running. This will be a scrub for tonight's launch attempt. Let's go ahead and set up for a 24-hour recycle. Next attempt, Saturday evening.
And there we just heard on the nets that we are standing down yet again from today's launch attempt due to bad weather conditions. The vehicle and payload remain in good health, and our next launch opportunity is Saturday, September 17th at 8:43 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see everyone back again here tomorrow for our next attempt. Have a good night.